Hey YouTube, Genuine Article Comics here, and I'm doing a second video back to back with the New Gods one. I had to check my Mr. Miracle collection, and it turns out I do have a complete run slabbed. I thought I was waiting for one more book. I'm not. I have it completed, so I'll do a run of Mr. Miracle. So here is number 18, CGC 9.6 there, white pages. That's the final issue of the first volume one of Mr. Miracle. Hang on there. Okay. Second one here. This is number 17. 9.4. Off-white to white pages. There you go. Okay, and this is number 16. CGC 9.6. Off-white to white. So when Jack Kirby left Marvel to go to DC, and he brought with him the Fourth World story. He had that story. He was working on that story for years, but he withheld it from Marvel because he wasn't sure what kind of contract they were going to give him when it was time to negotiate his contract. And he obviously wasn't pleased with the contract because he left Marvel and he went to DC, and so he brought his story there. So the Fourth World started with there was four titles. It was Jimmy Olsen, started with number 133, New Gods, Forever People, and Mr. Miracle, and they're all taken place, like it's all the same story, if you will, but it's all taken from a different perspective. So the Jimmy Olsen a story in that title was taken from the human race perspective, the human being's perspective. New Gods was from the main characters in the battle between Apocalypse and New Genesis. So that's your Orions and your Darkseids and your Allfathers and your Light Rays and Calabacs and all that's the main guys. And then you have it the Forever People, which is from the perspective of the young people, of the children, if you will, of the New Gods. And then Mr. Miracle is from Mr. Miracle's perspective and Big Barda. So very, very cool. He was working on that story all at the same time, writing four books a month, if you can believe that was happening. Number 15. This is an 8.0 white pages. It's there. Okay. And then we have number 14 here, which is off-white to white pages, and this is a CGC 9.2. So pretty decent grades, not too bad. Okay, and then we have number 13 here. White pages, and this is a 9.6. Mr. Miracle, the character itself, Jack Kirby created that character based on Jim Steranko. Jim Steranko used to be like a magician and an escape artist, and he based Mr. Miracle off of Jim Steranko. Here's number 12. Number 12 is 9.0 white pages. Just killer, amazing books. Would have loved to see DC do their movie on the New Gods. I was really looking forward to that. I really hope that's not permanently shelved. This is number 11, 9.4 white pages. Number 10, 8.0, and white pages. Would have been interesting to see, had Marvel given him a contract that he was happy with, the New Gods was going to be part of the Thor line. Asgardians and that whole thing. That would have been interesting to see these characters in Marvel. Number 9, it's a 9.0, and it is in white pages. So this is number 8, 9.2, and white pages.